is Tim Moss today? He is in Florida, and I am so lucky. I have my fabulous, beautiful friend Gigi with me today. Hey, Gigi,
Hey, baby.
how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm so happy that you asked me to do this with you.
Well, we are everything housewives, so I'd be a fool not to include you on this.
Oh, yeah. We talk
And
about it so much. It's about damn time.
we live it. We should be in the show at this point.
I don't know why they haven't asked me yet.
I know
I'm
they're
a
not knocking on
I
the
live in a
door.
house. I'm a wife. I've got a kid. I
Yeah, I
qualify.
know. You do. I know. I don't, unfortunately, but I could be the gay friend.
This is true. There's always one.
Andy's not knocking on my door, but the bill collectors are. And we are enjoying cocktails tonight, aren't we, Gigi?
We are my favorite. Where is it?
My yeah,
Moscow Mule.
Moscow Mule and my friend Allie sent these over a while ago, and they are incredible. They're from Monaco, and oh my God, 2 shots in every can. A gay man's dream.
Maybe a woman's too.
Yeah. Well,
Straight
I don't
women
know.
too.
I know. So tell me, what's going on with you? It's been a while.
I mean, we saw each other not that long ago, but living life, same old, working, being a mommy, wife, housewife.
A Jersey
Um,
housewife.
I wish I can get paid like they do.
I know.
But yeah, no, I mean, you and I talk almost every damn day. I try to wake you up at the crack of dawn to talk to you on my way to work, but you're very reluctant to pick up.
Yeah, well, I for some reason I don't pick up the phone. Well, not for other reasons, but you always feel like, oh no, they can see me. No, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. No, they can see me. And I'm always afraid I'm going to dial like the video camera portion, which I've done a million times. The
Yeah,
worst.
well, you have an Android like I do.
Yeah.
So I should just duo you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Try to duo me, honey. As Dolores would say, you're going to get canned. All right. Tonight's show, every week, really, is sponsored by our favorite sponsor, Uber Lube. And we have wonderful products from them that they shared with us. They have these beautiful glass bottles. They're nightstand friendly.
Hmm.
And like I said, they big travel sized bottles. I don't even know if you could take this one on the plane. Nope. But this one you can. A little bottle. And of course, the travel size, which comes
Oh
in
my
gold,
God.
silver, red, black.
Look how
They're
pretty that
beautiful.
looks.
Isn't it gorgeous?
It's like a lipstick, kind of.
Yeah. It's a little travel, and it fits right in your purse or a man purse.
Very immerse.
So visit uberlube.com, check out all their products, and tell them, Loose Lips sent you, right? So Gigi, New Jersey Housewives. I mean, we're going to go right head in, but before we go to Jersey, because Jersey's probably going to take up the whole entire hour.
I've got a lot of vinegar to pour.
What was it that you said again? I forget what it was.
Oh, yeah. So I don't spill the tea. I drip vinegar.
You drip vinegar. See, you drip vinegar. That burns. And
Mm-hmm.
we're going to be doing a lot of burning tonight. So we're going to start
Can't
out with
wait.
Beverly Hills. Did you watch Beverly Hills?
I didn't because I had mommy duties. But for some reason, it's so hard for me to get into Beverly Hills. It's almost like, it's like first world problems. I just can't
I know.
feel what they go through. But I know you have some things that you were whetting my appetite a little bit about the little things that were talking about. So I did set my DVR to like 6 p.m. to watch it, but then I had mommy duty, so I missed it.
Yeah, it's okay. And I kind of lost touch with Beverly Hills after Lisa Vanderpump left because she was the whole show to me. She just was amazing. Her comebacks, her taglines were brilliant. And it really went downhill for me. And then last year, of course, everything that happened with Erica Jane, and her husband, Tom Girardi, it just completely was in the news. And they actually were filming while the show was still running last year because they wanted to keep up with the relevant news of Erica and Tom. So
Which
but they were
was?
they were filming the reunion. Um, the other season, the new season that you're watching now, was actually being filmed just as they were doing the reunion. So they didn't
Okay.
take any time in between.
Ah.
So, with that being said, Beverly Hills starts off this season. The season was incredible, the season premiere, and Dorit's home gets broken into in the middle of the evening.
Okay.
Her husband, PK, was away because, we love Dorit's accent. It goes from New York to London. And she is a nervous wreck because her home is broken into. Guys are holding her at gunpoint, and they say they're going to kill her.
Oh,
And her two kids are in their bedrooms, and she's frightened out of her mind.
no way.
So you really feel, incredibly sad for her and her situation. And that was an intense way to start the show. That being said,
Wow.
then they go to Erica Jane, who obviously lived in this beautiful mansion last season. And then everything happened with the divorce, her husband taking money from victims and clients. And now she lives in this quaint little home.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking, so you broke into Dorit's house, not Erica's? I mean, it was such an easily accessible home to break into. And here, this mansion, which really, it looks like a mansion to me that Dorit's living in, they had no security cameras. It's security cameras, but no security system, I should say. Sorry.
Well, then they asked for it. Shame on them.
Yeah.
I have a security camera in my living room. I mean, come on. And all I've got is what, like a fish in there? Come on. Take
Please,
him.
I leave
And
my
I've got a
blinds
dog in
open.
there too. He pees on everything. Take him. He's yours.
I leave the blinds open. Nobody ever freaking tries to look in. In fact, that's my alarm system. They see me naked, they run. Ridiculous. But so Erica still living by herself. The lawsuit is still going on. She's saying a lot of it's been resolved. Garcelle and Sutton are like the dream team right now. They're amazing together. Again, you don't watch, right?
No, I have. Is this Garcelle Bouvier?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know her from what? She was on that show with
Whoa.
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx, yeah. Jamie Foxx?
So that's the only relevancy I know of her.
Yeah. Well, she's really good in this, and she, speaks her mind. She tells it like it is, and that's why I love her. So her and Sutton have this pact that's going, and I really do like them a lot together. However, this is just a little fun stuff, and then we'll go into something else. So Sutton comes over to Kyle's house, and Kyle is crying her eyes out about Dorit's home being broken into, and Sutton's kind of like changing the subject as if it doesn't even faze her. She's talking about her day. She's like, "Oh, she was held at gunpoint. Oh, well, I'm talking about my day. Blah 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 blah." Didn't faze her once. So I'm so interested to see how that's going to play out next week.
Oh,
But
wow.
I feel bad you didn't watch it. It was really good.
I know. I had it on all day while I was working. I tried to run out, but the only person I feel like is relevant to me and I like her is only because I watched like that Housewives. What was it? The Girls Trip
Oh
is
yeah.
Kyle. She's from
Kyle.
Beverly Hills, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
like her. She's absolutely beautiful. And
Yeah,
maybe
she
it's
is.
because I gear towards the really, really beautiful housewives. That's why I love New Jersey. I think everyone on New Jersey is just flawless.
Yeah.
Whether they drive me insane or not, I just think they're flawless.
Yeah.
But Kyle's absolutely beautiful, and she's the only one I find super relevant. And I know like what Lisa Rinna, she's in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lisa
So
Rinna,
I know who she is because of who she's married to too, but
he's
really
70. They just had a thing on. Harry Hamlin is going to be 70 years old.
Well, he's a hot 70.
He looks pretty damn good.
He
I hope
does.
I look like that in 40 years.
In 40.
Something funny, Gigi?
Nothing.
See if Andy comes knock on your door now. So let's talk about Atlanta.
Wake me when I'm done.
What do you think?
So I'm very underwhelmed. I feel like there is nobody interesting. I mean, I shouldn't say nobody interesting. Um, I feel 50-50 about the fact. So I love that Marlo has finally made it to the cast as a housewife, but I
Right.
I don't agree that she's a housewife, right? Because she's not married. That
Yeah,
makes you a housewife.
I'm not sure how it all plays out. I mean, they took so long to make her a housewife, but yet she's still
She's,
not. After all those chances she had to become one, and she still isn't. Was she married before?
I don't think she was married. I don't think she
Mm,
was married, but she is the only thing that would probably keep me watching the show
right.
because I I miss Portia. Portia was, I mean,
Mm.
everything with her twerking. I mean, what is Atlanta without a good twerk? I'm so sorry. It's what made me start watching it.
Yeah.
Her ass is
Oh,
her
she
ass
was.
is Atlanta.
So,
It is Atlanta. That is its own zip code.
yeah,
Whatever
no,
that zip code is, it is its own zip
yeah,
code.
she's so funny. She has such a great personality. I mean, from what she started in the beginning, obviously, she was
Yeah.
married and she had a little personality problem in the beginning, but where she's come and then to leave, it's just disappointing. And
So
Nene, of course.
disappointed. It took me like a second. I'm like, who's missing? And then I also realized, and I told you about this, I was like, Cynthia's missing. Her menopausal ass is missing. And I'm so
Mm,
disappointed because I'd like to see
really?
more, more of her snap attacks because she always played the nice role. She
Mm,
was always the understanding one, the good friend. And then all of a sudden I saw her in the, what is it? The housewives trip,
the girl trip.
the girls trip.
Yeah.
And she was just bitching out everybody. I was like, oh, she's so menopausal.
Yeah.
But
She
I
was
love
my least
her.
favorite out of Atlanta. My
She was
least.
your least favorite?
Yeah, she
She's
just
so
really
she's so
just was
stunning to me.
she was so boring, and I don't know.
Well, I felt like I liked her role because she was always so neutral, especially when she was with Nene.
Yeah,
Back when Nene was on,
yeah,
Nene was always the wild, crazy one, and she always kind of grounded Nene, and I liked that. She's always just been such a good friend to everybody.
yeah.
Very Switzerland, and that's I think what I liked about her. But then when she started reaching her like menopausal stages, I was just
Mm.
like, ooh, okay. Um, and now we have some track star. What's her name?
She's Olympic medal winner, right?
I mean,
I
okay.
think she's an Olympic medal winner. Yeah, she's fast. I don't know how fast she's going to be in this, but
Yeah, and then I mean, I know who Drew is from. She was in Step Up.
okay.
Yeah, did you not know
Didn't
that?
know that.
Yeah. So Drew is in Step Up, so I recognized her. Um, she had the only thing that's interesting about her life is her hot husband, and I'm sure you can drink to that.
Hmm. I was hoping that was the assistant was me. They were saying that was calling him.
So
Mm.
yeah, so the only thing that's interesting is her hot husband and his I don't even know his manipulative. He's the most manipulative. I don't
He's
even
somebody
know.
who knows
Piece
he's
of
so
shit.
good looking. He could say and do whatever he wants. And I like the fact that Candy kind of called him out, with the massage. I mean, all right, let's just figure it out. Andy comes up to you and the assistant says to Andy, "Oh, I can give you a massage." What's the first thing you're going to think?
Oh, I can feed you some gravel off the floor and as you're yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would say, you know what?
she'd still be picking out cement off of her teeth, but yeah.
Yeah, I would do the same. Let me show you how a massage is done. And I say accidentally pull out her spine.
Yeah,
Whoops.
no. Um that's the only interesting thing that's happening out of her life. But he's also very he plays the game because from he goes from one minute being this romantic, sweet, beautiful, spontaneous husband to when she kind of like question well, she'll say something and it's taking and she has every right to question or say something and it's taken out of context for him And he does and she's right. He gaslights. He's a
Right.
big gaslighter.
Total.
And it's taken into a whole and he dances around the subject. I mean, he's the best dancer I've ever fucking
Oh
seen.
yeah, he is. And
I mean,
the
he
problem
dances around every subject.
is she happy? That's the thing. Is Drew happy knowing that all this is playing out on camera and it's not too long before she says, I'm done?
Yeah, no. I think the only thing that she's probably happy with, that's probably my guess, because what else could there be?
But there's so many other out there.
But yeah, going back to Marlo, I'm so thrilled that they made her a housewife. However, like I said, I'm a little like on the fence that she is a housewife because she's not a housewife. But I love her. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't watch.
Yeah, I do
Oh,
too. I
and
love her.
Kenya too.
Well,
I mean, she's the woman you
I
love to
love
hate.
from day one. Kenya never disappointed from the minute she did her, fabulous twirl. And I was like, you know what? She was the underdog. People came for
Mm-hmm.
her in the beginning, and
Yep.
she is still there, and all the others are gone.
I'm happy Kenya's doing her thing and she's happy. I don't know what's happening in her divorce, but you know what? I'll drink to Kenya. Good luck to you, Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
But Marlo, I give a lot of respect to Marlo, and I like to talk about her because I give it to her. She opens up and talked about being the Muntie, the mom auntie, because her sister
Yeah.
unfortunately is incarcerated, and the fact that she is taking on that mom aunt role and raising these two teenage boys on her own, showing them values, and and shame on those girls. I know we talked about this, jumping around a little bit, but
Yeah.
she hosted that show
Yeah.
for her
Yes.
La Archive, I think
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
called.
La
So she
Archive.
hosted that show, and a few of those girls were Kenya. I should say a
Well,
few of those girls, but mostly Kenya. Kenya shitted on
well,
the ambiance.
well, so did, and God, this is terrible that I don't even know the new girl's name. Shoot, the new girl, the Olympic.
I don't know either.
Yeah,
Super irrelevant right now.
didn't do anything for us, but
Yeah.
she kind of made a claim, but so did Kenya, and I think Candy did too. But they said they all did. They all
Yeah, they
said
did.
something, and they did.
Yep.
But I don't think Candy was doing it in a negative way. She was more going towards like, is there going to be like a runway show? Which, hey, you have all these amazing pieces. J
Mm-hmm.
Lo's, what was it? Her outfit from the Grammys. Nobody. They should have been on models walking out with it, not on mannequins. And I get where they're coming from. They were perfectly reasonable critiques.
I agree, but she has been such a front runner for all of their BS that they've done. So, I mean, just
Yeah.
support the woman. She doesn't do,
Right.
a shit ton of these things.
Yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I don't think it was. I don't
Yeah.
know.
But how is she making her money, Gigi?
I don't know. I do think that I think their suggestions might be a little correct. I think she is smart with her money. I think she definitely knows how to pick her men and knows how to pick those pockets.
Yeah, this is true. I'm sure she's going to be making a pretty penny now.
Oh yeah, definitely. I definitely think so now. But I
she does have the Lay Archive, which could be bringing in. Hey, listen, the rental fees. Did you see some of those rental fees They were
for
insane.
the pieces?
Yeah, insane.
Really?
So I could see if that's where she's making her money. Good for her. She's making her own money, but it's coming from somewhere else. Candy, she's a mogul. She's got her own business. She's writing a restaurant.
Yeah. What was that witchy thing that she had on? I didn't understand that. What that was for a photo shoot? What was that for?
I don't remember.
She was dressed like a witch. Her face was green. She came in and talked to Marlo. Marlo was talking to her. Marlo looked stunning. That. You don't remember?
It was weird. I know. Isn't that terrible? I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about, but I was like, all right.
No.
But anyways, I hope more exciting things happen. I don't foresee a bolo happening this season. I don't foresee any twerking. I don't foresee any, you know, Black Lives Matter movements. I don't foresee anything exciting this season.
I think a lot of the franchises really have to step it up. Orange County has been a disaster. I watched the last two seasons. I kind of like Tamara. I kind of like Vicky, but oh my god, it was brutal to watch. I felt like
Mm.
there was nothing there. There really wasn't.
Just quickly, are you watching a little bit of Miami? Because I'm like by accident watching a little bit of
Good.
Miami. Entertaining slightly. Like it's kind of like, well, I'm already here and I don't want to get up off my couch. I might as well just stay watching it because New
Yeah.
Jersey's on before them. Um, Slightly entertaining. I recognize Larsa from the Kardashians.
Yes.
She looks banging, like she had her butt done. She's really pretty. She's Scottie Pippen's
Yes.
soon to be ex-wife.
Hmm.
And then you've got a whole bunch of other people, but there's like this like lesbian woman, and she's so intriguing. She's married to some tennis star, famous tennis star. I can't remember her name. Super famous tennis star, but
Okay.
she's a lesbian. She's married to this woman, and this woman, like I said, she's sort of like on this like sexy, I don't know. She's friends with another woman on the show, a housewife, and it's like they have like a thing. It's very
Really?
strange. Like she was like massaging her feet. Yeah, you kind of have to, yeah. And then like her tennis wife,
Oh.
the tennis wife was like she was massaging her what now? Like I don't like. I mean,
It
again,
always
that's very disrespectful.
it always comes back to the massage.
I'm just saying,
Well,
but
I'm interested now. So I will probably tune into Miami, but the thing I'm looking forward to in June, the Housewives of Dubai.
I
Thank you.
can't. I'm
I
just so excited. It's a
Yeah.
whole lot of people that wear a whole lot of makeup and a whole lot of sparkles.
Jewelry. Oh, you know it's gonna be class. I mean, they're gonna make Beverly Hills look like they're from the ghetto.
I am very, like I said, I'm very drawn to beauty, and I am obsessed with the Housewives of New Jersey because I
Yeah.
think they are stunning women. And
So
I saw
that's a
the
perfect
Housewives of
segue.
Dubai. Huh?
Let's go right into Jersey too. Let's go right in.
Let's do it. But
So,
yeah, I'm looking forward to
yeah.
Dubai.
Right. So
Mhm,
before we even
the
get, I know the
fashion.
reunion, the 2 weeks have been, intense. What did you think of the season overall?
So my heart truly goes out to, honestly, Joey Gorga.
Yeah,
My
I
heart
know.
goes out to Joey Gorga on so many levels. You know, this man, like, he would just love a relationship with his sister
Yeah,
and and he just genuinely just defends his family so much, goes to bat, and to get shitted on by
yeah,
his sister, by
yeah,
by his niece, his goddaughter. I mean, and I get it. Like, I totally see Gia's point.
yeah.
FYI, can we just say how gorgeous Gia
Oh,
is?
absolutely
Like, she's like an
stunning,
alien.
stunning.
Like, she's like unreal. But
Yeah.
I totally understand Gia's point as being a devoted daughter.
Mm.
But let's call a spade a spade. He treated your mother like
Yeah,
garbage.
yeah.
I
But
mean,
but
just
it's her
terrible.
dad.
Look at the
It's her dad.
clips.
It's her dad. If she hasn't seen what everybody else sees, it's because it's her father. Her father may have treated her differently
Right?
than the way he's treating Teresa. And Teresa, she don't deserve to be treated like that, but she's her own person too. I mean, she's
And I
special.
think Teresa has taken a huge turn in her life, um, mentally and emotionally, because of all that abuse. And that's why I think she lashes out the way I mean, like, let's face it, she's always been a loose cannon.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Oh,
I mean,
and I think that was before the Housewives even started.
probably.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the luggage she brought into the Housewives when it came to her and Melissa.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
and
That
okay, I
was
mean,
that was intense.
I'll let you start the conversation because I think I'll be so scatterbrained with everything that's happened, and I'll just take it with you from there.
Do you mean from the whole season or the reunion?
Wherever you'd like to start.
Well, I mean, the season came in with a bang, obviously with Margaret. Margaret had some kind of beef with Jen from the beginning. Let's face facts. Jen had this vendetta against her for a couple of seasons, actually, going at at Margaret and saying, she's a home wrecker and so forth and so on. And here we are. Jen has the same problem in her own home. So how are you calling out somebody? But did she not think that this was going to come out? It's like Andy said at the reunion.
If you
You
have
are a
something to hide,
housewife.
you don't come on the show.
Exactly. If you have something to hide, right. So that to me was basically the whole entire season was Margaret and Jen. But Jen, going from the reunion, the first part, Jen now has an issue with Dolores.
Right.
She has an issue with Jackie. She has an issue with Margaret. She has an issue with everybody.
Right.
The only one she doesn't have an issue with is Teresa.
Puppeteer.
Right. But to me, here is somebody who everything has been explained to Jen. What Dolores said, what Jackie said about, shouldn't be sticking your dick in somebody else, She was trying to explain where she was going. The same thing happened with Teresa with the analogy she made with Jackie's very intelligent. She's very smart. And, if I'm going to go toe to toe with somebody, I'd rather go toe to toe with Teresa because I know I'll win. But I'm not going to go toe to toe with Jackie. This girl is very smart.
Correct.
So she has an issue with everybody, even after the fact where Jackie explained herself and what she meant. Shame on Bill, not shame on Jen, but that's the way of the world. Like the women never seem to blame the other woman, the husband. They blame the other woman.
Well, so here's the thing. So in the reunion, so she says something which totally, I will defend a little bit. She made sense when she's like, I don't love the other woman. I love my husband. And it resonated with me because like we don't have to forgive the other woman because fuck the other woman, right?
Right.
We have to, we forgive the one we love. I mean, it's all a matter of how you take it, but because and I totally agree with her that she called the pharmaceutical company and had her fired. I would have fucking done the same thing.
I get that, but Margaret had a great point. She did. They forget the man. The man who started this, who went in and did what he did, he keeps his job, but the woman goes.
Yeah, but he still has to live with the shame. He still has to live with the side eye. He still has to live with, his kids judging him. He still has to live with it too, with himself and what he did to his family, what he did to his wife. He still has to live with, I'm sure there has to be some kind of guilt on his end. I don't think he gets off scot-free. I think that
I'm going to tell you this, Gigi. Number one, he's probably high-fiving all the guys still about it. Two, this man looks like that character in the scary movie. What is it, Scream? No. What's that movie? Saw. He looks like, I wish I had a picture to put up. He looks like that guy, that character, whoever it is, that is Bill.
I'm dead. Okay.
He does.
Yeah, he does. That'd be so funny if you could just put it up real quick.
I wish I could.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate that it had to happen, but she's right. But I don't think that they needed to divorce over it. It did happen 10 years ago. I mean, again, it's same thing like Teresa, right? Teresa brought up the freaking situation about the classless situation that she goes to Jackie's husband's birthday party and brings up the fact that Jackie's husband is having an affair last season. I feel like all this stuff could have been done a little differently. Like, hey, Jackie, privately, I was in Tenafly in town and I heard so-and-so, and I just wanted to bring it to your attention. There's a time and place for everything. And that wasn't the time nor the place, nor the people that you say it to.
You're at somebody's
And
freaking birthday party. First of all, obviously, yeah, no class whatsoever.
no,
No way to present herself, but to stay
but
relevant.
Margaret's wrong. But
But Margaret's
Margaret's
wrong,
wrong for bringing up all the situation about all the allegations
right?
against Louis. It's
But it's
ridiculous.
there. It's there for the talking. And if you're
Did you
friends
see
with
it? Did you
somebody,
see the video?
oh my God, it will. Woo.
It is
Yeah,
weird. It's a
yeah,
bunch of
very.
like shirtless men, kind of like
But
hoorah,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know, like
yeah.
it's weird. It was really weird.
I'm going to Key West on Saturday. I'm hoping I find the same men.
That's so.
You can't find that here in Jersey, that's for sure.
But it's just crazy. So, and this is a conversation I've been wanting to bring up, right? And this makes total sense. And no one in the Jersey Housewives, including Margaret, has brought this up. And I hope she watches this and I hope she brings this up. So, funny situation is she didn't want this. She doesn't want the questions and she doesn't want to give any answers to her man, Louis, right?
Mm-hmm.
A million seasons ago when we flipped tables about Miss Danielle
Danielle.
Staub, about Danielle's lifestyle of being, prostitution whore and being, married 16 or engaged 16 times.
19 times.
Okay, and then we flipped a table with I think a hairstyle very close to this, I believe. So she pushed and she pushed and she wanted her to talk about it because there was a book out there or some kind of something out there, and she didn't feel like she had to justify those allegations.
Right.
But Teresa kept pushing and kept pushing. But Teresa was right, and we all high-fived Teresa. We made memes about her for flipping tables and shit. Teresa was high-five for it, but Margaret's doing it, and Margaret's pushing the envelope about it, and Margaret's wrong.
Yeah, it makes no sense. And that whole thing too, I know we're going back many, many seasons, but I was Team Danielle that season because Caroline was the one sitting in the sidelines doing all this. And if it wasn't for Dina saying what she did, or was it Jackie? It was Jackie. Jackie said it. Yep. She's the one who brought it up and saying that Caroline was the one with Dina. And they brought up the book. So I was on Team Danielle's side, and I was kind of into season 2. And then when she came back, it was a little awkward.
I mean, listen, no matter what, I will always love Teresa because she is the queen. She holds the throne. She holds the tiara. Mm-hmm. I do love her. But I still have a lot of things to shit on her because I think the way she handles herself is appalling. Appalling. How she tells Melissa to tell her friend to shut up. You got a big mouth, girl. We all seen it. You tell her to shut up your damn self.
Yeah.
I
don't know, Gigi. I feel like her tiara is getting rusty at this point. I don't know.
I don't think she's ever going to get rusty. She is an OG. She is an OG to the end, and she is forever the table flipper.
Got rid of Vicky.
Vicky? Who's Vicky?
From Orange County. She was an OG.
Oh, she's the one with the...
Yeah.
That one?
Yeah.
I remember her.
All over surgery.
And then, okay, so let's talk about the reunion. Let's talk about like reunion one.
Yeah. That came in like fire. Obviously, Jennifer and Dolores.
Wow. What allegations calling Dolores not to be a friend. Dolores may not be... Dolores to me is like Cynthia on Atlanta. Dolores is Switzerland.
Yeah.
She is a friend to the end to everybody.
Until you fuck with her.
And I would not fuck with her.
No.
She is... I'm appalled that she could even say those things. Dolores has no hair in her tongue, but she speaks very clearly. Mm-hmm. She speaks very clearly about every situation. And sometimes I feel like she gives her opinion, and maybe it plays two sides against the middle, and maybe it's what that person wants to hear at that time.
Yeah.
But who here has never done that?
Yeah.
Amongst mutual friends, who here has never done that? But to attack Dolores, I'm surprised Dolores didn't snatch her.
Well, she told her that I'm done. This friendship, there's nothing here. There's nothing here.
And let me tell you, Dolores will never give her another chance. Mark my words, Dolores will never give her another chance.
Well, I didn't think she was going to give Jackie a chance either, because remember she says, cut from a different cloth, and then
they had a squabble. They didn't have what they just had.
Yeah.
No, that was a squabble.
I don't know.
No, because Jennifer talks out of her asshole.
Yeah.
Jennifer talks out of her asshole. She doesn't know how to speak, and she is a shit stir. Jennifer is a shit stir. And she doesn't know how to conduct herself. She doesn't know how to say the appropriate things, and everything is taboo.
Right.
No, right. I really don't think that Dolores is going to give her
hypocrisy of everything she says. Like, she cannot say this, and then somebody else does it, and she's like, no, I don't like it. I don't like it. And the one thing that irritated me the most, and what I found out from like on the back end of this, is the moment when Margaret it was at Dolores' townhouse, and Dolores said to her, "Don't cry, don't cry."
Mm-hmm.
What I found out is Dolores and Jennifer had a private conversation.
Yeah, and she said, "Make sure I don't cry.
Make sure I don't cry."
And so it made Dolores look like a cold-hearted bitch. It's like, stop crying, don't cry.
Yeah.
No.
And here we are. But that's the thing, is that's sneaky to me. That's a dirty dog. Don't act like you didn't even say, back me up. Make sure I don't cry. And then when you say it, don't cry, you make it like I'm cold. That I would have cut her off right then and there when I watched the episode.
I've been over Jennifer from the moment I saw her. I don't dislike her, but I have to say she's probably my least favorite.
Yeah.
I don't dislike her, but she's my least favorite. I think that I don't know. I think she loves her family. I think she has good intentions for her home, for how she how she raises her kids. I feel like she could teach her kids a little bit more, to be a little bit more self-sufficient and not rely on. I did see her do something that was pretty decent, cleaning the toilet. Did you see something like that?
Oh, that was so disgusting, though. Ugh.
But I was actually like impressed. I was like, is she actually teaching her kid to clean a toilet? Okay, cool. Like, listen, I've only seen her kids like just sit down at the dinner table and be fed.
I understand, but what she pulled that brush out, and I don't know what was on that brush. I'm like, ugh.
I don't know.
Honey, you have friggin' staff. It shouldn't even have anything pulled out of that damn brush.
That's a fact. But she has like 5 kids, right? 5, 4, 6, 12. I don't know.
12, yeah, 100.
I don't know.
It's the Duggars times 2.
But okay, so then let's talk now about Jennifer and Teresa.
There really isn't too much to talk about. I mean, this is a very peculiar friendship. It really is. I just feel like right now,
it was very much of a puppeteer, and it was funny because when Teresa got off stage to talk to her brother and to console her brother, they said, like, I'd like to talk to you. Jackie said, I would like to talk to you now that Teresa's not here because you are a different person. Yes. And that was so spot on, because actually when she replied back to her, she was a different person.
She was completely she was listening. Her. She was understanding it. Good point.
She answered her so normal. But when it's like when Teresa sits next to her, she feels the need to always defend her. Like, bitch, who's talking to you?
Yeah.
They're talking to Teresa right now.
Right. She changed. She went from 0 10-0.
She
Literally.
goes from 0 to
Yeah.
Teresa's lawyer.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh my
Yeah,
God, I
that was
can't.
bizarre because Jackie and her were trying to make amends, although they did in this season. They did make amends until Jackie found out that she was the one who was trying to push it. When Jen was trying to push it a little bit more.
Yeah. Oh, when she was trying to find out more information.
Right. Yeah.
Oh my God. And push the envelope more about Evan's supposed affair.
Whatever.
Yeah. I don't
Snooze
know.
fest.
I felt like the episode reunion, episode 1 was better than episode 2.
Episode 2, I was interested to see the outcome between Joe and Teresa because it kind of finished off that way in the episode first reunion.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, I just felt like I wanted a little bit more drama coming out of episode 2. But being with episode 1, very insulting. I was telling you this morning that I was very insulted for Melissa
Yeah.
about not being a bridesmaid.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and she's right. Like, you sit here and talk about family this, family that, family sticks together, and you've made all of Louis' sisters bridesmaids.
And Dina.
You forgot about,
Dina too.
Oh, Dina too.
Dina is a bridesmaid. But
and
not
you
Melissa.
Forgot your sister-in-law, your brother's wife.
Right.
Wow.
And tell me that wasn't awkward too. Not inviting Dolores because it was couples. Do you really?
That was horrible. That was, you want to talk about the word taboo? That was taboo.
But Dolores, right off the bat, she was like, well, when she told me it was couples only, I understood. No, you don't. No. You weren't
invited. They all
invited.
looked at her like, come on, bitch.
Yeah.
Be real.
No.
Because I'll tell you what, I know she values her relationship and her friendship with Teresa, but I'm going to tell you what, had it be Margaret who didn't invite her, she'd have a shit ton to say. Had it be Melissa who didn't invite her to something, she'd have a shit ton to say.
Yeah.
Had it be Jackie who didn't invite her, she'd have a shit ton to say.
Oh, yeah, every single one of them. But because it's Teresa.
But why?
She makes the rules.
What is this golden throne that they have? Like,
no clue. I mean, the fact that they weren't even at the same table, Joe and Melissa, was that crazy? I wouldn't want to be in the wedding. I am not going to give money. I'm not going to give a gift for something that's going to probably last a year. Thank you for not including me.
You know what? I mean, I might as well talk about it because, I mean, she's probably never going to see this. But
I hope
I have a very similar situation going on in my life like that. I have a sister-in-law that is, it's the same dynamic between myself and like I am Melissa.
Yeah.
And my other sister-in-law is Teresa. Me and Andy talk about it all the time. And I can't even tell you that, like, we literally watch it and I look at him and he's like, the dynamic is the same.
It's crazy,
like,
right?
I literally go out of my way and I do everything. I have always gone above and beyond. I've always extended the hand. I would do anything for her.
Yeah.
And when I tell you, like, there'll be like photos taken. Like, I'll give you an example. I hate to say this, but I'll give you an example. Like, I was at her wedding. There was like a family photo. I was already the wife. I was pregnant with my son. Oh, we're going to have a family photo. I'm like, okay. And it was just my husband and her and the other sister, basically like bloodline.
Wow.
It was just bloodline. Mind you, I'm carrying bloodline.
Yeah. Fact.
And I stood aside and I was like, okay, because like I'm pregnant and I don't want to have to like hurt anybody. Yeah. And it's also like June and it's like if it's 90 degrees outside, it's like 115 for me. And also, like, it's somebody's wedding day. I'm not gonna do this because I have, like Melissa, I have decorum.
Right.
Of course, my husband gets so mad. He's like, "What about my wife?"
Yeah.
Like, just like Joey would. Like,
Yeah.
hello, what about my wife?
Yeah. Totally. Yeah.
And, like, oh, well, this is just for, the siblings. And, like, but that gets
Yeah.
thrown, I'm sorry, but that does get thrown out the
It
window
takes
when
you to
you take
heart.
a wife.
Yeah. Yeah.
It take,
You
like,
you take it to heart. But it
so
so you know what? And when they say the housewives, they're storylines. A lot of it's written and scripted. No, a lot of it is real. And you just
I
saying what
believe,
you
I
did,
believe wholeheartedly it was real.
mhm, it
I
happens.
believe what they go through is so real because I see it in own,
Go on.
my own family,
Yep.
my own like in-law family, 100%. I have the same. I mean, I'm not saying that it's horrible, but like, I wish I got the love back,
Right.
just like Melissa,
Yeah.
that I give, just like Melissa.
So if you were Melissa,
Mm.
would you, if she extended the invitation after the reunion, would you go?
No, on principle now, no. Like, that's a really hard question because like now it's already been televised. It's embarrassing now at this point
Right.
that the whole world now knows that I'm not even asked to be a bridesmaid, and it's humiliating at this point.
Yeah.
Um,
I think it's humiliating because the entire season, literally, Melissa and Joe had nothing bad to say about
Melissa's
Louis.
never said a bad thing about Teresa ever.
But Louis, neither of them. They tried to back him up, but they asked the questions. And if he had just answered them, or Teresa, we shouldn't say Louis. If Teresa had just said, ask him, find out what he's got to say. I mean, aren't you interested as this person that's going to be living with you and your children? All these accusations that are coming out, you want him in the same home?
I don't trust him. He's so sketchy to me. I feel so uncomfortable, and he makes my skin crawl. To be very honest
Yeah.
with you, Louis makes my skin crawl. I'm a very good judge of character. At least I'd like to believe so. Right off the bat, from looking at him, first of all, he looks like her ex-husband, just like more taller.
Does. He
It's creepy
does.
and it's weird,
He
but he
does.
looks even creepier. I don't know. Whatever.
The,
I'm
the
over
only
Teresa. I'm over Teresa. Let's talk about
Yeah,
Margaret. I love
the only thing,
Margaret.
oh, Margaret is heaven.
She's my spirit animal.
Yeah,
I
I
want
mean
to
she's
be her when I grow
funny.
up.
Yeah, she tells it like it is, but
Hmm.
she doesn't do it in a way that's gonna hurt you.
She's
She's
not
just
malicious.
right, right.
No, there's nothing malicious about her. Honest to God, I would, I would give anything to just have lunch with her. She is amazing. From her style to how exceptionally beautiful she is.
Humorous.
And oh my God, funny. Like
Yeah,
I feel like if she sat in this with us, I mean, we'd probably be dying.
yeah,
But I mean, she is so funny. I there's not, I don't have a bad thing to say about her from day one. From day
right.
one.
Yeah,
She's been
amazing.
she's been so entertaining to watch,
Mhm.
but not even on like, not just entertaining to watch in general, like just everything, from everything she says, everything she does. Her house is not over the top. She doesn't brag and boast about everything. She tells it how it is. She's
Mhm.
talked about the shame in her life. She's talked about her
Yeah,
family, what she's gone through, where
always
she's
upfront.
come from. She's got nothing to hide.
Nothing.
She's
Right,
amazing.
and
She's
that's the
amazing.
best way to do it when you have nothing to hide. Anybody who comes up front with dirt on you, you're like, yeah, I already talked about it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Been there, done that.
Yep. She's like, I
So
challenge you to find anything dirtier. She's like, yeah, I cheated on my husband. He left his wife for me. Yeah. What else you got? Yeah, I was sued for like a couple, like, $1 million. Yeah. What else you got?
yeah. So
Nothing.
prediction for reunion part 3.
I definitely don't think that there was going to be a love connection reuniting Teresa to Margaret.
Mm,
I have a feeling that there is going to be yet another separation between Jennifer and the rest of the girls too.
yeah. Hmm.
Um, I Oh, I would love. I think that Jennifer's gonna snap at Bill.
I think so too.
I think she's
I
gonna
think
snap
so
at
too.
Bill. She's gonna make him
Yeah.
like fucking
Own
say
up.
something.
Own
Fucking say
up that
something.
you
Stop
were not
making
on
me
my
look like the
side. You embarrassed me when they had the party at the house. You didn't defend me, which, come on. I mean, either, like you said, maybe it was guilt.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was guilt. Maybe he felt embarrassed, but I don't think he's that kind of guy. I don't.
I think we're gonna talk more about the struggles that Jackie's going through, and I think that Evan's going to be extremely supportive over it.
Mhm.
He's so hot, by the way.
He really is.
Like the hottest Jew I have
Yeah.
ever seen.
Is he Jewish?
Yeah, they both are.
Ah, I didn't know that.
Goldschneider? Hello, you can't get any
Well,
more Jewy.
I think of the
If
alcohol.
you if you
Oh, is
ate a
that gold?
matzah,
Wait. What's the liquor? Gold?
Goldschlagen.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's Jewish though. I think that's German. I think.
German. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But
cheers to
yeah,
that.
yeah. He's extremely handsome. And she knows it.
Yeah.
I applaud her for her courage to come out and discuss this. And I'm so happy that she actually is gaining a little bit of weight. And it was cute
Yeah.
that, Andy said, "Did you gain any weight?" And she's like, "I'm happy that you did ask that," because she
Yeah.
feels that it's obvious, but to us, it's not obvious.
But she's amazing for bringing it up, and I love that they had that connection where she was trying the things that the therapist was telling her to do, and she
Yeah.
followed up with it.
I really want to give her a sausage and pepper sandwich, though. I really want her to try a bite of that. Go on the boardwalk. I want her to go on the boardwalk of Asbury
Right,
Park and just shove one down her throat.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm
I don't
looking
know.
forward to the third part, and my prediction is Louis going to wind up on Dateline.
Why haven't they brought out Gia?
I think she's going to make a great housewife if they ever do make that connection with her. If she ever,
She needs
finds
she needs to
love.
bone little Frankie. They would make such pretty babies.
Is he not gorgeous?
And I love Big
do
Frank. I love Big Frank. I love
He
Big
is
Frank Catania.
hysterical. Will never stop eating when there's a fight going on. I mean,
I love him.
yeah,
I love Joey Gorga too. I
I love
mean,
Joey. I even love Joe. Joe
little
Margaret.
Joe Benino.
Yeah.
He's so cute.
He's great.
No, but Joey Gorga and Frank Catania. I mean, I just want to hang out with them both and just give them both like bear hugs.
Well, Joe Gorga, June, is going to be performing in New Jersey doing stand-up with Mike Marino. Mike Marino.
Who's Mike Marino? Why does that name so? Oh, I think I have heard of him.
My mother.
I do love Joey Gorga though. I love him so much. He's like that guy at every barbecue.
So maybe we should look this up, and if I'm free, maybe we need to attend.
Yeah, we should. Oh my God, we should. But yeah, I think I really do feel like I need to see Gia. I want to hear Gia's I want to hear what she has to say about all the drama. Because not for nothing, that little girl makes a lot of sense.
She's smart.
She's a smart girl. I mean, granted, she's Team Daddy, which I don't agree with her Team Daddy, say on things. But like when her mom is wrong, she calls her mom out and she's right.
Yeah.
Like she feels what we all feel.
Yeah. But there were times where, she really was more on the father's side than she was Teresa's. I mean, she definitely was very clear and open about that in some of those scenes.
Daddy's girl. Listen,
we
all have our preferences.
Right. So I'm excited. So Gigi, we're getting close to the end of the show, but we just want to talk about how we posted a poll, 2 of them actually, and we asked the audiences out there if you are Team Margaret or Team Teresa. Now for me, Team Margaret. You?
Team Margaret. All day, every day.
Every day. 95% said Team Margaret, 5% said Team Teresa.
That 5% can just kick rocks with no shoes.
Who the hell is on Team Teresa?
Teresa.
Screw loose. Well, we know she wasn't voting, so there's somebody out there with a screw loose. So
Hmm.
then we had another poll. Did the Beverly Hills Housewives deliver for the season opener?
I wish I saw it.
I did. It was good. 80% said yes, 20% said no.
Mm,
So still in favor, yes. And I thought it was great. It was good.
nice.
Hmm. So
Amazing.
the last part of the reunion will be airing, I believe, on Tuesday, May 17th.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, I'm not going to see it live. I'm not going to see when it airs. I have a freaking board meeting.
Oh, but it's okay
Well,
because we'll be back
yes.
Thursday, May 26th, recording our episode,
Mm-hmm.
and it will be airing on iHeartRadio,
And they tried to
Pandora.
give me a board meeting that night too. And I was like, can't make it.
Oh,
Sorry.
no,
Make it
no, no,
another
no.
day.
Not happening.
Not happening.
So Gigi and I are going to be back because Tim is in Florida. He's opening actually tonight.
Oh my God.
For
What's he doing?
He's in a musical called Little House on the Ferry. It's in two different theaters in West Palm Beach,
Nice.
and it's break a leg, Tim. We miss you, and Gigi. I'm so happy you were with me tonight.
Yeah, I want to do this more often.
Well, 2 weeks from tonight, we'll be doing it
Yep.
again, and it'll be airing on all the audio platforms. And the following Wednesday, it'll be on YouTube. So yes, we are
Yes.
everything housewives, girlfriend.
Everything Housewives. Does he do Housewives too or no?
No,
Okay.
yeah,
So
that's
this
a
will just
hard
be our
no. So this is
shtick.
our thing. This is our thing. Gigi, this is the
Sorry,
part
Tim.
where we wave goodbye and we come back. See you in 2 weeks.
See you.